Hi, this is Jimmy Goodwin, and I'm here to talk about workers' compensation insurance for companies who do business or have workers in multiple states. If you have employees or different locations in different states, your workers' comp insurance might be a little more complicated than you'd like to admit or that you'd like to hope it would be. The fact is that workers' comp written in one state may or may not cover your employee who is doing work in a different state. Some policies cover multiple states, some don't. Some states require you to have a policy specific to their state, and some states require you to buy it through the state fund. So it's important that you get that just right. Now, in my estimation, the singular most important thing that you do is that you find an agent who understands the intricacies of working across state lines. That agent is going to have experience, they're going to have knowledge, and most importantly, they're going to have a license to work in that state. Now, I told you about some states require you to buy a policy through their state fund. There's 4 states that are now doing that. If you are operating in one of those states, you cannot use your current policy to cover your employees in that state. If you are based out of that state, you can't have your employees work in a different state and be covered by that state. Furthermore, different states treat uninsured subs or uninsured independent contractors or subcontractors differently than other states. And you don't want to get into a situation where you have an employee who is injured or is incapacitated and you have no coverage, because then you as the employer become legally responsible for the wages and the medical care of that employee. Now, your agent can help you, but they can only help you if you're upfront and honest and give full disclosure on what your type of business is, what kind of work you're doing, where your employees were hired at, where they're working at, and again, what kind of different work they're doing. Your agent's going to need to know if they're regular employees, if they're subcontractors, if they're uninsured 1099 workers. You're going to need to know all of that, and again, how much in wages are associated with each of those different employee groups. Also, if you're an employer that has a lot of payroll and your workers' comp is above $5,000, in some states it's $10,000, but either way, you're going to get what's called an experience factor, and every different state processes that in a little different way and calculates it different. So your agent is going to need to know that also. Now, I know this may sound complicated, and it probably is if you've never dealt with it before. That's why you need to make sure that you get an agent who has experience with it, so that way they can help you to make sure that you protect your employees and that you stay out of trouble with the regulators and with any companies who you are contracted with. At TWFG Insurance, we do business in 48 out of the 50 states, and we would be glad to help you if you have any questions or if you have any needs. Please reach out to us. We're happy to help. Thank you so much.